The Qariat Al Khid development is located on Sadir Island and is a large-scale master planning, urban design, landscape, architecture, and interior design project. Over 1,100 apartments span across 17 plots with a total area of 220,000 meters squared. The development consists of 3 zones: sunrise, garden, and sunset residences, offering high-quality residential living in a new dynamic urban setting in Abu Dhabi. My name is Amina Vucic, multimedia reporter, and today I'll have the pleasure of speaking with CEO, advisor of Sadia Development and Investment Company, Kamal Mohammedia, who worked on the project. Hope you guys enjoy the chat. All right, so we're here at the development in Sadia Island, and with me I have Kamal. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, ma'am.
Great, so just to kick off our interview, tell us about this project.
All right, so this project is in Had al-Saadiyat. Had al-Saadiyat is a triangular portion of land with the sea from both sides. All right, so it's
Very attractive destination.
very attractive destination and very remarkable plot, actually. Not only in the UAE, but in the world as well. All right, so this project is the second phase of our project. Our first phase was 370 villas in the northern part of the development. It was finished in 2019, and we started this development in 2019 for actually the plots here are 17 plots, right, for development. The first phase of the second phase was 12 buildings, all right, 4 we call the sunset residences, where we are right now. Where we are
beautiful.
right now, yeah, which is finished. This part is, of the project is finished. The other part is called the sunrise residences. It is composed of 6 + 1 buildings, 7 buildings. And the garden residences, the third part is the garden residences, which is composed of 6 plots.
Just a curiosity question, the sunrise and sunset, is it because of the specific location on the compass of the buildings?
Because the east is from that side and the west is from this side.
Very smart.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's why they are called sunset and sunrise. I hope you will visit the sunrise as
Definitely.
well. It's a remarkable area as well. So the project is a combination of commercial and residential. In this part here, we don't have any commercial outlets.
So it's going to be rented out for the residents?
All residential. This is all residential. Here where we are standing now, you have some of the common facilities between the buildings: a gym, a yoga studio, a swimming pool, and a party room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is common for those 2 buildings, C16 and C17, and there are other two buildings which share the same
All right. And could you just please elaborate maybe a little bit more about, the project, the implementation, the design of it?
Out of the location of the buildings, the design of the sunset residences, for example, where it is open to the Gulf. This sea that you see behind you.
It's a beautiful view, I must say.
It's the Gulf, yeah. And if you can see the buildings, all are in wavy design.
Exactly.
Wavy design. This wavy
It
design
fits in.
reflects the nature around you. Moreover, the colors used in the buildings, as you can see, it's all earthy colors, all right, which reflects as well the nature of the country we are living in.
Definitely,
all right?
definitely.
On the other side, on the sunrise residences, the design is almost straight lines, all right, which reflects, because the other sea on that side is a channel.
All right.
So there is no waves, right? It's a standstill water. That's why the design there is different from here. If you go there, you will see that you have straight lines.
It's very interesting how you incorporated the design of the building itself with its
And the garden residences, since they are not on either side of the sea, you have some smaller openings with vertical elements, you know. It's a completely different concept from the sunrise and the sunset.
All right, beautiful. Now, you've said before that the construction has completed here at the Sunset Residences. Now, do you have any other maybe construction milestones that you would like to mention for construction?
Actually, the other side of the project, we hope it will be finished by end of the year.
Okay.
Right, by December, end of December 2022.
An expected milestone coming soon.
Yeah, and the garden residences, some of them will be not mid-October 2023, some of them in mid-2024.
All right.
All right, so it depends on when they started.
Okay, and these are all of the, let's say, completion timelines that you have. Did we miss out on any of them? Okay, well, thank you so much for this interview. I'm actually very excited that you're launching this development. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Now, I'll actually go and have a quick chat with Eddie from Cosentino. He's the regional director of Middle East and India, so stay tuned for that. A very good morning, Eddie. Thank you for welcoming me in your wonderful headquarters here in Dubai Design District.
Pleasure, good morning.
How are you?
Amazing.
Now, I witnessed your beautiful residential project. I mean, I cannot wait for people to start living there. You must feel the same, right?
100%, yeah.
Talking about the specifics of that project, could you just maybe elaborate on the exact facade design and as well as this, how did it bring that sustainable approach to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, in terms of sustainable approach and the facade design, here we need to look at two aspects. The first aspect is the project itself and how it's built, how it's designed. The facade has been designed and constructed using decked-on ventilated facade system with an undercut anchor. So the ventilated facade system by itself creates sustainable facade. And the reason for that is how the facade is designed. The facade is designed by leaving a gap between the envelope where the facade is and the building structure. So that gap creates the so-called chimney effect, where air enters the system from the bottom and it goes all the way up and exits from the top. And that creates a continuous recirculation of air. And that recirculation of air has several benefits. For instance, it eliminates humidity accumulation on the building structure. It enhances the thermal efficiency of the building.
And humidity is a big problem here in Dubai.
It is, 100%. So it eliminates humidity because of that gap and the ventilation. It enhances the thermal efficiency of the building, so our HVAC is much more efficient and we can save energy doing that. It also enhances the acoustic efficiency of the building and it protects the building structure from direct UV light and the bad weather effect. So this is from a project and construction perspective. The second perspective is the material itself, Deckton. Deckton is an ultra-compact carbon-neutral surface. In fact, it is the only cradle-to-grave carbon-neutral surface in the market because we offset all the CO2 emissions during the whole life cycle of the product. And moreover, Deckton has very high technical characteristics. For instance, the dimensional stability of the material is amazing. The resistance to UV is really high. Scratch resistance, abrasion resistance, graffiti resistance. The material basically is kind of indestructible and it lasts for 100 years. So if you want your project to be there 100 years, it has to be Deckton. Moreover, the material has very high flexural strengths. It can pass 6,000 psi, which is 3 to 4 times more than natural stone. And finally, the material is non-combustible, so it meets all the requirements of any fire requirement of Abu Dhabi Civil Defense, Dubai Civil Defense, or any other requirement. And finally, in terms of design, Deckton it provides infinite possibilities because yes, we have the material that comes in our standard range on colors and thicknesses. However, we can customize to any project need. For instance, Kakariat Al-Hid has 5 colors. We had to remake colors that we don't have them anymore in our product range, and it features 5 colors: Valterra, Bento, Irox, Sterling, and Zenith.
Interesting, and it's crazy insightful how there's so many details regarding the facade, regarding the design. So thank you for that. Now, I've been at the residential project, and I've seen that there's maybe like 3 different sectors, if I'm not mistaken, and it's of huge scale. So can you just maybe walk us through the process from the design to the installation and maybe all the challenges that you guys faced with the actual construction logistics there?
Yeah. This project, in fact, is a large-scale project, and in reality, is still the largest project, facade project for Cosentino. We're talking more than 60,000.
Congratulations.
Thank you for that. We're talking about more than 60,000 square meters of material that were delivered and installed on the project. In terms of how we, let's say, project manage a project or how we approach projects, we never act as a surface supplier, right? We want to be more as a facade consultant to the client. So we start with them the process from the very beginning, where we walk through them with the colors and the scheme of the buildings and what works where, because you know we have more than 50 colors in our portfolio, plus we can custom make, as I said.
And sometimes clients need that expertise and that opinion in order to pick what's right for them, right?
Totally agree, totally agree. And this is where our role is. So first we discuss what is suitable for the project, then we start seeing what from our range can fit the requirement. We don't want to enforce something that we have just to sell the surface. So once this is done and ticked, then we move into designing the facade together with the client, because here also the design of the material that makes it more efficient, right? So we look at the sizes that we kind of put on this facade. And the beauty about Decton, and if you go see this project there, it is unlike many projects done in the region, where we don't only stick to small sizes, because Decton comes in the large format slab, 3.2 by 1.4, and now we have also the new size of 3.3 by 1.6. So we cut starting from the large slab, and we try to maximize the usage of the slab on the facade to minimize the wastage. So starting from that, we try design with the consultant the facade, see the window location and everything, how we gonna position our material, and then we choose the thickness of the material suitable for that project, the wind load, the system. And here we went with 12 millimeter material to also minimize the weight on the structure. This also helps in the construction of the buildings, so with less material, with less metal, with less concrete.
And if I may ask, where do you get the materials from?
Decton. It's from our factory in Spain. We only have production in Spain. We have centralized production in Spain, and everything comes from there.
And you import all the materials here?
We import all the material here, directly from our factory.
All right.
So this is from a design and perspective and how we finish with the design. Now, once this is done, we need to move to the second phase, which is the installation. So our role doesn't stop only at design and then shipping the material. We sit with the contractor and the designated installation partner. We sit with them, and they will produce cut sheets for us. And based on these cut sheets, we exactly cut to size in Spain. So the material comes here already cut to size. We also drill the material or do any kind of machining needed for that system. In that case, ventilated facade system, undercut anchor. We need to make the holes for the anchors, and we can even install the anchors at the factory. The wish from the installers was to do it at site, so we sent it pre-cut, pre-drilled. They just had to put the anchors and then start plug and play and hang it at site.
And you have to be very accurate with all this information, I suppose.
100%. It has to be accurate, otherwise we will have different variations at site.
The logistics.
Plus, we want to understand the logic of the installation. So 12 buildings, right? And each building has 4 facades, north, east, west, south. Each building has 5 floors. So we understand how the installer would like to install, and we label every single piece the way they want it. So the piece will come building number 1 or 1A, south facade, floor number 2, piece number 1, like a puzzle, right? And they go and just, but with a cheat code at the bottom, right, at the back. So they just follow the code and they install it where it is.
Perfect. All right, Eddie, I'm sure you're going to make a lot of people happy with this project, and I cannot wait to see all of them inhabited. Now, is there anything else you would like to add before we finish up?
No, I mean, definitely we're also super happy about the project, and we're very proud about the project. We believe a lot in this region and the UAE and the whole GCC region. And we are investing more and more in facades. So now we have, for the last 6 months, we have a dedicated headcount for facade that joined our team, who will be doing nothing except facade specification, helping consultants and educating the market more and more on large facades. As I said, we have the full size slabs. We would like to help this region change, let's say, the landscape by specifying and building more larger pieces on the facade instead of the small sizes that we have seen all these years.
All right, muchas gracias, and hope you have a great day ahead.
You too, thank you so much.
An overall master planning strategy integrates flowing landscape design, activated street edges, and cohesive circulation and access corridors to create a balanced and distinctive residential community. The buildings ranging from 4 to 5 stories are architecturally articulated to really enhance the characteristics and identity of the respective zones, as well as maximize those beautiful views in this waterfront-oriented development. Thank you so much for watching this insightful video. Make sure to like and comment your thoughts, as well as subscribe to our website to get the latest construction exclusives from the region. My name is Mina Vucic, multimedia reporter, and have a great day ahead.